Let's do it.
Welcome to the Vocal Lube Podcast, presented by Jetstream Studios.
Jesus.
I'm one of your co-hosts, Max Bryant. I'm here with Dan Schulman and Billy McDonald.
Who's Dan and who's Billy?
You can decide.
They're both white names.
The last names won't help you out any better.
And here we go.
Oh, yeah. I feel like we should start fading that out.
Well, I was trying to, but I let it go a little longer, so we're going to live with it.
That's fair. That's fair.
You guys want to hear that funny story I had to say?
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
so, guys, if you didn't know,
I don't think
I'm
they
talking
do.
about the chat. I stopped two people from stealing chainsaws at my job.
That's crazy.
And, okay, I don't know. Where the fuck was I going with this? Retarded?
Well, I mean, what happened?
No, not that wasn't the funny part. I'm really forgetting, like, drawing a blank. I'm so sorry. I was like, I put myself on the spot.
Let's just walk through what happened. Let's just walk through what happened.
No, but that wasn't exactly what I was trying to talk about.
Well, that's what we're talking about now.
Then what were
Oh, I know
you
exactly
trying
what
to
I was
talk
talking about.
Okay.
All right, cool. So yeah, let me go through all that. Basically, two people came in, tried to steal chainsaws. They ran. I seen them. I was like, ooh, they're not getting away. And then I tackled one of them because they were definitely on some crackheads. At least they were smart enough to split. And then they split. Tackled one of them. And yeah,
Then the cops came.
yada yada, arrested them. Look.
Where was the funny part?
Oh, the funny part is after the fact where I've been having people come up to me and be like, hey, like, congratulations, like, you get a job. I was like, it's been like how I feel about it. It's been off and on. Like, I will say these people were not crackheads, 100% sure. I don't know if they needed the money for whatever or they're going through hard times. I don't know.
How do you know a crackhead from a non-crackhead?
I don't know.
Can you give us a description?
It's not
of
very a big crackhead-oriented area, so I would
Yeah,
assume.
it's
not.
I would
It'd be
assume.
But they came.
They'd have to be some real white trash, I think.
Oh,
if
they
they're
were.
crackheads.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything because I still once again I have no idea. But
Do you think they're a
funny stuff-
listener?
that would be crazy.
Are you
if they were.
hiding? Are you hiding their identity because you think they may be listening?
No. I wouldn't give them that.
Male,
anyways.
male, female.
Two male individuals around 6 foot.
Age.
Roughly the 60s.
Roughly the
Ooh,
60s. Huh?
Yeah. But the
Older
funny,
fellas.
Look, the funny part came after the fact where I've been having people come up and be like, hey, like, good job, yada, yada. Like, you did a good job. Enjoying the limelight as best I can. And some
You
dude
feel
came
like a
in.
local celebrity.
People were calling my job and being like, yo, what happened?
Dude, people are saying his name.
Yeah. People needed to
Holy
know. People
shit.
needed to know. And
So just on our
So-
first episode ever, we're finding out that one of our own co-hosts is a fucking local hero.
I am a local hero.
So when they're calling in, are they being like, that guy you got in the back there on the Vocal Lube podcast, he's
That
doing a good
dude-
job? Like, are they referring to you by the lube or not?
Oh yeah, no, they're going. Hey, that dude from at Vocal Lube Podcast on YouTube and Instagram, and also at Vocal Lube Pod on Twitter. That guy, yeah. Is he okay? That's basically what they've been saying.
That's electric.
But the funny part is, like I said, after the fact, everyone's been calling, and a dude came in one day, and he walks up to me, and there was another one of my coworkers who helped me ascertain one of the gentlemen that tried stealing a chainsaw. And he was there with me, and this guy comes around back, like larger dude, like shorter than me, like I don't know, like 5'5", comes around back and goes, "Hey, so which one of you was it?" And we're like, "Who are you talking about?" And sorry, I'm like staring into the camera.
That's
That's
fine.
okay.
Yeah, no, sorry, I just don't know where to stare.
Probably there.
But the guy came around back.
Yeah, I mean,
The guy came around back, and he's like, "Yo, who tackled the guy?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was me." Yada yada. And the dude like shakes my hand. He goes, dude, good job. And like, we're going back and forth and we have a nice conversation. The dude like walks away. And I don't know, maybe like 5-10 minutes later, I walk back up to the service desk.
And he's stealing the chainsaws?
No. That actually would have been better because two of my coworkers came up to me and they started laughing. And I was like, what's wrong? And apparently the dude went up to me, shook my hand, everything, walked around to the front, ran into two of my coworkers at the service desk and went, wow, I didn't realize it was the small guy that tackled him. I was so heated.
Damn.
I was so pissed because I was like,
Dude.
why first of all, I'm taller than you.
At least you're not too big like the other guys lifting.
Yes, apparently.
Yeah.
That's fucking rough, dude.
Dude, I'm sitting there like that was.
At least it doesn't look like you take steroids.
I'd rather him look at me and be like, hey, you are way too small to be tackling people like that than to be like, dude, you did a great job. And then just
now
immediately
introducing
walk
Billy
away.
McDonald, the short guy.
Little guy Bill.
Apparently so.
Allegedly.
It was a small guy. I was like, what? Like, I'm not huge, but like, I'm not a
That's hilarious, dude.
actively walking up to somebody who is bigger than you, which is that dude was smaller. I mean, maybe he weighed more.
Well, all right. Well, there you go, man. You just inspired him. He was like, you guys should have told me it was a little dude.
Yeah, he didn't.
He was like, now I know little dudes can do something.
Yeah, he wasn't aware of his capabilities.
Yeah, now that guy might go save a life tomorrow.
He's going to either save a life or he's going to do something horrible.
Or maybe he pulls up and he wants to show you that, like, just because you're not the only little guy in town that can throw some people around. You know what I mean? Which would be crazy.
I fucking hate this guy.
It's all good.
He probably hates you too.
What's his name?
I have no idea.
Should have gotten his name. We could shout him out.
Random large man that told me I was small.
I thought you said he was small.
I thought you said he was small.
Yeah, he was.
You just said random large man.
Yeah, he was. Sorry, random short round man.
AKA the meatball.
Yes, the meatball.
Now introducing Dan Schulman, the large small man.
The large small man.
That's a crazy that's a crazy title to slap on Dan.
That's pretty insane.
Yeah, it's really fucked up that I introduced both my co-hosts in awful ways.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a story like that.
Yeah, Dan, you're really not that wide, so I don't think.
I don't.
There.
No, I was just saying, I don't really have a story like that. I haven't saved anybody from anything. I haven't stopped any person from robbing anything either.
Okay.
No.
Doesn't really happen.
I mean, once we stopped these two kids from stealing gloves at a store I worked at when I was 16, but that's the cops handled that. It was pretty easy to detain them. We actually didn't detain them. We just started talking to them about products in the store until the police could show up.
I mean, honestly, I was probably the one out there trying to take the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest with you, but allegedly.
Now introducing Dan Schulman, the robber.
The bandit. The raccoon.
Dan the bandit. Whoa, the raccoon.
The raccoon. The trash panda.
All right.
That's you know what I mean?
Yeah. I just found out the other day that there's a raccoon inhabiting my girlfriend's backyard.
What's his name?
Did you kill it?
Nor killed nor named.
Damn.
You gotta name it if you don't kill it.
Yeah.
Well,
I
think she.
If you don't kill it once you know it's there, it's a pet.
I think she'd like it to move.
We had a groundhog living under my mom's.
See, this is why you need
groundhog, not so bad. Trash panda, like they're.
What was your bear's name?
My bear?
John.
No. His bear's like Craig or something.
Oh, you mean Sesame Seed?
Yeah, Sesame Seed.
How the fuck did you get Craig from Sesame Seed?
About the same name, dude. Think about the two names, Craig and Sesame Seed.
Yeah, they start with the same letter.
Yes.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. And they're also two words.
Sesame and seed both start with a C.
Yep.
Sesame Seed. Sesame Seed. Anyway, yeah, dude, that's electric, man. Super proud of you. We were telling Billy, or I was telling Billy that he should start taking like Brazilian jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. So
that'd be really cool, honestly.
He can go around and just start randomly choking people out on the streets, not just.
Oh yeah, unprovoked.
not just chasing people down that do something
Once
wrong.
you know stuff, you can just legally start choking people out on the street. That's what
You don't really always want to be a responder. Sometimes
That's
you
why
want to
John
be the
Jones.
creator.
That's why John Jones gets away with everything he does.
Well, yeah, like I
Well,
said,
I don't know if he gets away with it. He was banned for a long time from the UFC,
I mean, that's fair.
and I think he went to jail.
That's also fair. I don't know enough about John Jones. You guys see what happened?
He retired?
So he retired, but did you see afterwards he got I don't know, pulled over for like drinking and driving,
Well, that's not the first time.
and then he threatened the police
that's
officer.
not
I think.
shocking at all.
Pretty
Seems
sure
like that's pretty much like a trend with him.
I'm pretty sure the police have found him like numerous times drunk in his car.
Oh, dude,
Yeah, I mean,
dude, his wife's chin must be fucking electric. That thing is
Mm.
powerful. That thing is.
who
sturdy.
knows if he beats his wife? I feel like it's a strong assumption.
No, I'm pretty sure it hasn't been confirmed. I could have just been making that up.
Well, you
It's
think
a
if he beats
pretty
his wife,
big
she'd be dead. by now.
accusation.
He can fight.
Yeah, and I don't know if like he's really like
Pop that up.
I don't know if he's really throwing punches. It's probably more of like a 360 elbow.
What,
Or
on his
like
wife?
he probably like,
Yeah.
dude. Honestly, he probably like Spartan kicks her knee. You not see how he like kicks people's knees in?
No, yeah,
That's like
Ugh.
his fun thing. Yeah, he
doesn't
likes to-
sound cool at all.
He's like in one of his interviews. He's like he's trying to break my jaw and make me talk with a stutter for life. So I feel like it's fair that I try to make him walk with a limp for the rest of his life.
Crazy.
I'm like, you know what? That when you put it like that, like, all right, that makes sense. But at the same time, whoa,
Yeah,
it's just a game.
love a good old
not
cage
just-
fight.
Yeah. Do you remember locker boxing?
I do.
Oh, dude, I still have a.
Yeah.
Where is that? Do I have a scar? No, there was a one time I had like a scab right here.
Wait, you locker box?
Yeah.
There was one time you had a scab right there.
No, this was me and Mick, and I
What?
had a scab right here, and like this was like prior to like us doing this.
Do you think the scab automatically equals scar?
No. But what happened was we were going about doing our things, and this is when like the lockers had like the diamond pattern in it, so there was like the holes.
Mhm.
It looked like lattice, and when we were wrestling against the locker, at some point my arm like literally it like scraped against the locker and ripped this massive scab off.
Huh.
Doesn't look like the worst thing ever. I don't know if I can actually see it, but it
That's
did leave a
crazy.
mark for a little bit.
Yeah. No, we.
You were assaulted by a locker.
Do you know what locker boxing is though?
Just literally boxing in the locker room.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But like you get like helmet and gloves.
Oh well, no, I don't think. Yeah,
So,
not
like,
that we didn't
You have that
stuff readily-
confidence of like
readily
you have a
available.
helmet on.
Well, that's what locker boxing is.
Yeah.
I guess we just kind of blatantly fought each other in the locker room then.
Yeah, that would be more
Yeah.
of a
It's just a fight.
fight.
Yeah, but it was like, all right, guys,
It's
let's
not
do
necessarily
this.
boxing.
It wasn't like, oh, hey, I have a vendetta against
I mean,
you.
I
It was
think
like,
you-
who's up next?
You kind of
Yeah.
have to have gloves on your hands to be considered a boxing match.
Yeah.
I guess that's fair.
Because
that-
like even
yeah.
like bare knuckle fighting is I don't even think it's I
Bare
don't
knuckle. Is it bare knuckle fighting or is it bare knuckle boxing?
bare
I think there's both. I think boxing is a style of fighting, and you have.
I guess
and,
that's
they
fair.
compete with gloves,
yeah.
but
All I know is whenever I see those videos, it's like straight out of Russia,
Yeah,
and the refs always got a ski mask on
Bro,
for
there-
some reason.
bro,
I don't know
there's,
why.
There's a couple. We should watch some highlights of that shit today. But
Oh, Jesus.
dude, that
I'm not sure why they do that.
I don't
we-
get it.
Have we been on like? Have you guys
There's
seen
some
like
brutal
live leak stuff?
knockouts.
Oh yeah.
Like you
What?
guys back in the day, like live leak stuff like. I've seen some crazy fighting from fucking out of Russia.
You're cutting out. You're not putting.
Oh,
enough
sorry.
into that.
I'm not talking enough. Or loud enough.
I think you need to raise the mic up a little bit.
You might need to raise the mic up a touch. dude.
Sorry, fellas. No, but
Oh, yeah.
I like remember like back in the day, like live leak or gore.com.
No,
Yeah.
What?
no, I didn't go to gore.com.
Well,
That
I was
sounds like an-
forced into
I only
that.
know
I was
because
forced
of
into that.
you and Mick.
sounds like
Well,
an
no, I was forced into that
awful
because of
website.
Mick. Mick was like, "Hey, dude, look at this beheading." I was like, "Oh my god!"
I did watch.
I didn't
some
go
of
to
that
those
shit
websites.
Sometimes. I did come across it sometimes,
The only time I see that stuff is on Twitter.
but I think it was more like somebody sent it to me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
how people
Yeah, you
remember
weren't
like
out
that
there.
the first time when like that the black dude on the side of the bed, and he's
Oh, with the big dong.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
like,
but I don't
that got
think-
sent to me under like
That wasn't
it
that
was
wasn't
under-
the first time though. I think Meat Spin for me was probably the first
Meat
time.
I
Spin
fucking
was
love
one of the
Meat Spin. Okay, well, no, I'll
funniest
take that
shit
back.
out there. Because it just I mean anyone who's seen it,
Yeah, dude. Anyone
who knows what Meat Spin is,
back in the day, dude. It was that 2 girls, 1 cup. That was actually one of the worst
I
things I've ever
don't
seen in
know
my
if
life.
I ever really watched that.
I wouldn't say
I'm
that was
aware,
something I would like enjoy watching.
I'm aware
Well, no,
of
I don't think
the
I don't-
concept, but I don't think I ever watched.
I don't think
that.
you
What's the
enjoy
one? Is it
watching-
like one dude, one man, one sandbox or something like
It's
that?
a glass jar, and
where
the
he,
dude
where he
dies.
sits on the jar and
And he dies eventually from it. I'm pretty sure.
dude, that's a rough one.
Yeah,
That's
growing
a rough one.
early 2000s was great
But,
because
hey,
it was
Meat
unrestricted.
Spin was hilarious. Though.
Meat Spin was in good fun.
You
That was good
spin
fun.
Me right round, baby, right. I think
Yep.
that was the one, right?
Yeah.
That's the song?
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember the song that was playing in the background. I'm more.
well, it was
I'm
like
more,
iconically
I'm more.
like
He didn't enjoy.
perfect.
I
he
more
didn't enjoy the joke.
remember.
Oh, do you remember the counter
Josh.
that counted how many times it has spun?
No, I
Yeah.
think that must have been an updated video.
Oh, you were like a beta version of it.
Yeah, I must
They were
have.
like,
I
does
must have
this
gotten the beta version,
attract attention?
and I didn't revisit the revised version.
Gotcha.
He was a novice to Meat Spin. Me and
Yeah.
you were.
You know what?
Well-
I'm okay with being a novice to Meat Spin.
He's like one of those dudes who worked with the old like.
If you're under 18, do not try to find this website.
yeah,
It's probably virus ridden.
Yeah,
And that's-
at this point.
yeah, you know,
Unless it's like been protected and like. I don't know,
What, it
probably, like,
protected is going to
archived.
the Smithsonian or something?
Probably.
like some of the most fucked up shit. Just that, like the first.
I'm surprised there's not a museum for fucked up shit.
There probably is. Let's be honest. I don't think it's
called
advertised.
it's called the internet, and you can find anything there.
I mean, yeah, everything's archived there. So
It's remarkable.
And it's crazy because now your museum, what's the person who walks you around and like tells you about stuff?
A guide.
Yeah, your museum guide now is AI.
I mean, it's not an usher. It's a.
No, I
A
think
guide
guide
would-
would be fair.
I guess it's fair.
An usher would not.
Wouldn't there be an
Usher
actual,
feels
like-
more like a church.
I guess it's fair.
Well, an usher ushers you towards where you need to go.
Like
Like,
a
that's more just
ush-
like the person at
There's
the
like
front
an actual
door.
name for that. Curator.
Curator is
curator's
the
the
person who
one-
curates it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
I think guide's pretty spot on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
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 Very well might not be, but I
It-
think that it
Maybe there's someone out there like you guys are so stupid. It's
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
Hopefully,
blah.
somebody there.
yeah. I wouldn't know. I'm pretty sure it's a guide. But yeah, hopefully we can get out to a museum though, and
But we are. We're gonna be the most knowledgeable museum goers
I never
in the
been to
DC area.
Smithsonian.
You've never been to the Smithsonian?
Probably been to DC. a handful of times.
Not a single one of them. Because Smithsonian's numerous buildings.
Yeah, never even.
I don't know
I
if
don't
I've
think I've
been-
been within 50.
I might have gone on like a
miles.
school trip, maybe.
Oh yeah. I mean
It's been a
the
while, if
Natural
anything.
History Museum is like really
Oh.
cool.
I don't see the thing is like during those field trips, like I didn't pay attention.
Oh, you gotta go now as an adult because
I
like you
just
go into like the gem room.
talked.
The gem room's sick.
Oh.
It's like
I
I
do
mean,
remember we
it
went
is
to like
really
the
cool.
Museum of Modern Art or something like that when I was in school, and I hated that.
Yeah, it probably looks like shit.
I think
that
there
will-
is a Smithsonian that's a museum. I think there is a branch of the Smithsonian that is the art museum. Yeah,
Because I just remember them
Well,
being
yeah, we
like,
don't
"You
need
guys
to-
can't talk,"
we don't need to go there.
and I was like, "Well, if we go there,
What are we gonna do? Sign language to our
I'm gonna
to
go.
the people watching?
Yes.
I'm gonna go on something."
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Maybe they
you
know
might actually
ASL.
enjoy it more this time then.
Yeah, as an adult, no, a museum seems like a horrible place to do drugs.
Have you guys ever
Just
been to?
trip
Have you guys
ass.
ever been to the Udvar Hazy Center?
No
No.
idea what the hell that
Also
is.
part of
yeah.
the Smithsonian, but it
Oh,
is
okay.
not in DC.
I have not.
Where's
it
it
is-
at?
Located right next to Dulles Airport.
No, sir.
It is where the space shuttle is held.
Oh, that's
Oh, just the
cool.
one? The only one?
It
We
is a
should go to the
specific
space
one.
station, or not the space. The
We should-
space.
Air and Space
Yeah,
Museum.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Space
Smithsonian.
Yeah, we should go.
So
there.
like the stuff that's too big for the Air and Space Museum goes to the Udvar Hazy Center. So they have an
Oh,
SR-71 in the Udvar Hazy Center. They have
Is that where they went in Transformers?
Yeah, that's
yes.
exactly what I was thinking of.
It is where they went in Transformers.
Oh, let's go, dude.
Yeah.
That's
And
electric.
they have a what's the plane? A G6?
Are you talking
okay,
about? Are
yeah.
you talking about like the super rocket ship plane?
It's the plane that can go supersonic,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
for passengers. They have one there. And Air
Damn.
France. The Enola Gay is there, which dropped the bomb on Japan. One of the bombs. I think it may have been Little Boy.
God bless America.
But yeah, no, it's super sick. And in the back of the building, they actually have like a full restoration shop. So if you go there at certain times of the day, you'll actually see people like restoring old like planes and stuff.
That's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
But you essentially walk through and you like see like the first like ideas and concepts of planes, and then it goes all the way to modern times. Like they have fighter jets and stuff in there.
Damn.
Yeah, we should go. And then they have a big observatory where you can look over Dulles.
That's nice.
That's hype.
Yeah.
I almost feel like I've been there before.
Never.
It's pretty out. Like if you like it would, if you, I don't know. The only reason why I've been there is because my family's or my dad's definitely on the space plane side of
That's
like,
not the SP
ideas.
I thought you were about to say. To be
Yeah, I
honest
thought
with
you were gonna throw us.
you. I was like, really, Dave?
Yeah, no, I don't think he's on the other SP side.
I was like, whoa, dude, that's a shocker. Like he
Space and planes.
space and planes, dude.
So yeah, but yeah, we should go there. Super cool spot. It's pretty unknown. I mean, there's always a lot of people in there doing stuff, but it's a cool spot. Like I'd highly recommend us going. It just takes a fucking forever to get there.
Yeah.
You just have to go to Dulles. But
Dulles isn't too far away.
no, it's all about how you get there too. Like depending on which roads you take. But
And what time of day?
definitely what time of day is a big one.
I mean, that's
We should do the National Aquarium.
The aquarium would be nice.
I fuck with the aquarium. I haven't been in a long time.
Yeah,
It's
I
been
wanna go
like
pet the
it's
sloths.
probably been like 5 years since I've been there.
Oh wow, no, I'm talking for me like.
I've been to I've been to most of the
15?
museums in the past like 5 years.
Oh okay.
I
haven't been in a museum since we would go on field trips in school.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, I've been like I've been in my adult life for sure.
So that would be middle school. I
think
think was like when we last did field trips.
I don't know why I went to the Smithsonian recently. I went with a couple people. I don't know if they needed to go there for something or what, but it was we definitely went into the gem section, and that was.
Can we take a
sick.
tour of the White House? Did they do public tours?
Potentially.
Yeah, but I don't know how the wait list works for that. They do public tours. I don't know how much it costs and how that process goes. I'm sure there's a background check and everything.
Yeah.
No. All right. Yeah. I mean, you'd hope they'd at least look you up a little bit.
It'd be pretty sweet too. Like we could probably get like McDonald's there too.
Isn't there a
At the White House?
That's like Donald's favorite food.
Oh.
That's what they serve on Air Force One. I'm not fucking with you.
Yeah.
I guess
I'm
you
not.
serious? This
I'm-
guy can't just eat a burger?
Oh, it's McDonald's.
They literally. So I heard something today. This guy was on the plane with Trump on the way to wherever they were going. They had Chick-fil-A, and he was like, "Well, I don't really want that. Like, I kind of just want a salad or something like that." And then on the way back, he like asked, I guess, someone in the Secret Service or whatever. But he was like, "Hey, like, what's the plan for food on the way back? Like, I'd love to like put in an order for something." And he was like, "No, we kind of all just get exactly what Trump gets. Like, they all get his order."
Oh damn,
and
dude.
and it's literally McDonald's. Like,
What is it? What's the order?
That's insane.
I
Is
don't
it
know.
like a
There's
quarter pounder, no
I
cheese.
mean,
No,
I
it's
respect
like
it, but
2 burgers and like maybe some nuggets and fries. Like it's like, I mean, it's some hefty food. Like I mean, it's crazy.
But like,
I
Imagine
just,
getting on a jumbo jet that flies the president, and they're like, "Here's your McDonald's order."
Flies around a fucking billionaire. and,
Happy meal, Happy meal, Happy meal.
And he goes, look, at the end of the day, that's fine. You know, you eat what you want to eat. But
yeah, but what a crazy.
that's a crazy
diet.
that's a
Yeah,
crazy
no,
diet to
that's
just be pulling off
With all of the money in the world, and you're hitting McDonald's. Like I
Yeah.
go to McDonald's and I'm trying to like save a couple of dollars.
yeah.
not anymore. McDonald's used to be cool.
Well,
and they
you know,
took away-
yeah, exactly. It's now expensive as fuck. It's
Yeah.
about the same
You can't
price
even-
as anywhere
I don't even
else.
think you can get a $1 large drink anymore.
You're better off just
No,
going
you
and making
can't.
your own burger.
No, but I mean, I can get out of McDonald's under $10.
Yeah, but that's still
Sure.
crazy. I still think that like if you like, why am I ordering two McChickens and it's more than $5?
You can go buy a pound of ground beef for like $9.
Like a hamburger there is not $1.
Yeah, but
whatever.
what's my operation cost? You're like, what's my time worth?
Well, the first one is where you lose money, right? That's where you break even. The second burger out of that, you know what I mean? Like, and then the third,
Mhm.
and then the fourth, because you get a quarter pound.
Yeah,
I don't even get a quarter pounder.
Okay, so then you can
It'd
get
be even
8
less.
burgers.
Yeah,
You can get 8 burgers out of a
Yeah,
pound.
but where's my fries?
All right.
And I can't
But what kind
I
of-
can't
But
buy. I
what
can't.
fries?
Fries you getting? What
First
size
off, what
fries?
burger
I-
set and fries are you getting at McDonald's that's going to cost you under 10?
Yeah, no. What?
I can tell you my meal right now.
Say it.
It's eight.
Okay.
It's like $8.97.
Okay.
what?
Okay. What is it?
It's a hamburger, a large fry, and a large Dr Pepper.
Hamburger,
Okay.
large fry, large Dr.
But-
Pepper.
okay, so
Folks,
a
we're going to
large
put this to the
fry-
test. We're going to find out.
a large fry is like $5.60.
I was
Like, a
going to
large
say,
fry is
large fries
super
are expensive as hell.
I don't know if it's $5.60. It's like $4 or something. But
Okay, well that's fair. It's probably more realistic being $4.
I think
something.
the drink's about $2.
Yeah, I would say the large drink
Burgers
is like,
like just under
It's
2 or might be right at 2.
I'd say it's like $2.50.
So
honestly.
we're
give me
looking
one
at
sec here.
dang near close to 10, but I'm almost positive it is sub 10.
Like my go-to meal every single time, like for the longest time, was like anytime there's a deal, I always get the deal. But like a nice quarter pounder, no cheese, or if you're feeling extra fucking.
See, my
whatever.
problem with the quarter pounder is they put too many damn onions on
Well,
it.
here's the thing. You just need to ask for less ingredients, and for some reason, I mean, obviously they'll make it fresher. Like if you want no cheese, they'll have to make one without cheese, or like in Dan's case, Dan will ask for no salt, which I think is crazy, and then they'll have to make a genuine brand new one.
Yeah, dude, I asked for no salt because, like, everything they have there, they salt.
Oh no,
Well,
100%.
You know what? Like if you get a hamburger, they dice the onions, but for some reason, if you get a quarter pounder,
They
they
don't
just put like a quarter of an onion on the
Yeah.
bench.
I mean, I actually don't mind onions too much, but
Not that I don't like onions. I just don't need to have a patty of onions.
yeah, just for me,
I don't need every bite to have like the sweetness of like a quarter onion.
I guess it's fair.
That is fair. All right, let's get this up on the screen.
Also, I just needed to say, not Chick-fil-A, fish fillets are not bad.
Honestly, I think Chick-fil-A has gone down in quality.
I said I said fish fillet, but
Agreed. They maybe a few months ago, they changed their
The grease that they use?
no, they changed their chicken.
Really?
Yeah, they changed the people they bought their chicken from, and so now you can tell.
yeah, no.
I was at, you know what's really fucked up? I was at a rest stop on my way back from New Jersey. Went in, there was a Chick-fil-A in there, and, sorry, trying to read the screen.
$4.50. I mean, we're talking about that's over half of the number you told us. It's just the fries.
Go down to see if do you like
But
McDonald's and go to like
The Chick-fil-A that I
menu.
went to didn't have Chick-fil-A ice.
What do you?
They had regular ice.
What is regular ice?
Like standard ice, like that you'd get from McDonald's. You know the Chick-fil-A ice? It's like crunchy, it's small. Yeah.
Yeah.
This Chick-fil-A did not have that. I was very disappointed.
I don't think the Chick-fil-A at Cap Heights has Chick-fil-A ice.
That's so
Mm.
weird that that's actually like a thing. I never even thought about the ice you get from. Actually that makes sense. Yeah, it's not. Man, that is actually really really weird.
They have a distinctive ice. People like to. I don't know if we can go off these numbers. They're third-party apps.
Yeah, it's fair. It is third.
These are third-party apps, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you guys
Well-
just need to trust me. Here, I'll look at my bank statement.
Well, hold.
Oh, this will clear it up real quick.
I don't want to see your bank statement. You could be lying. There's
Nick
no way
the
you're going to show
Lottery.
us your bank statement on the stream. So
I'm not going to show the stream,
If we had like the phone set up where we could like
but I'll
get-
tell you the exact number.
how about this, dude? We'll just apply for a job and we'll go find out.
Yeah.
That's what we should start doing. We should start filming us going and getting jobs at different McDonald's locations.
that would be awful.
8:35.
8:35. I really want to know.
8:35.
8:35.
I just know that the
What
the-
part of that is coming out under?
like I know.
I'll
the
even go
fries
to
are
another.
crazy.
I'll even go to find another McDonald's.
Here, go back up. What like download the app?
889.
rewards. Yeah. Do the fries. Fries.
Well, first
aside.
let's find out the burger. We
Okay.
know the fries are already expensive. He just orders a hamburger.
Just
Yeah.
a hamburger.
The Hamburglar right here. The classic McDonald's hamburger. 250 calories of just pure greatness. Doesn't give us a price.
No, of course it's not because it changes. Like I said, one was 8:30 something.
Dude, we
or
need to
8
call McDonald's.
I'm gonna even get a third one just to prove it to you
Dude,
guys.
I have like 3 different keyboards I type on, and
See this one right here, 1088
Wait for what?
for my exact order.
Oh, from a different place. Okay.
Yeah, different McDonald's, different prices.
I guarantee you, the one up the road from here is like.
you
Gonna
know
be
what? That's
$10.
probably what it is. Wait, where are you
8.55.
getting these 8? Where are you getting the under sub 10 ones? Are they near your house?
One is near my house.
That's okay.
Let me scroll up.
I mean,
One was the one in Maple Lawn.
And you got it for $8. The one in Maple Lawn.
that's
$8.77.
crazy. The burger. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm burger.
We need to watch the Pink Panther.
$219
Yeah, that's not bad.
plus
Okay.
$450.
No, go. Let's actually see the price of a fry.
$669.
No, you just need to find the price of a large soda.
But we don't know if it's exactly $4.50. That's like the bare minimum. I actually want to know if it's like, what if it is actually $5? I mean, that still wouldn't make sense.
It's
Okay.
no free ads.
I thought they were selling me house. Yeah, we can't do that.
No free ads, my boy.
I don't
This
know
is based on a small.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of free ads.
Oh
Yeah,
my,
there's
holy
ads.
ads, dude.
Just go to drinks.
No, scroll down after you.
We'll
back
go to
out.
that 450. We'll go with the 450 number.
Okay.
Beverages below fry. All right, go to Dr. Pepper.
Wait, hold on. Why is a Coke?
I mean,
that
that's $669 plus at a minimum $169.
But is that for a large?
$7.69. Huh?
Is that for a large?
No, that's a small.
Hey guys, I'm not lying. I get the same thing
I
every
think,
time I go to McDonald's.
I think Max is lying, Chad.
I have this funny feeling, chat, that Max is definitely lying. He just started reading off numbers to us like he thought that we were gonna fall for it. $8.73.
Because the price of a Coke right there, right? It says $2.59, which I assume would be.
No McDonald's app either. Let me clarify that to everyone.
He's also not getting a deal.
He's not getting a deal. This is a weird website. I don't
Yeah,
like
let's
this
just
website.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
let's just stop this.
We'll just say that Max is lying. I think
Oh,
that's
let's
the
just
easiest.
stick with that.
I think
I'm
that's
not.
the easiest way to go about
I
this.
had one purchase that was over $10, so I'm two-thirds of the time I'm sub $10.
I don't know if you guys are noticing this too, but Max is he's revolting against the headphones right now.
Yes.
He's anti-headphone.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not like I'm the sound guy.
You quite literally are the sound guy.
What it
That you have
Press the button, Max. Let's see what
the
they do.
sound.
Does Max know what the buttons do without hearing them?
No.
Yes.
No way.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's test them.
I do know what they do.
What about the other
I can
ones?
see them. I don't need to play any music.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
All right.
That's weird. Feels
Yeah.
like you're leaving us on headphone land.
Yep.
I'm comfortable.
Yeah, it's a weird dynamic. It's a weird dynamic now.
You know, it doesn't really matter.
Because I almost feel like now if anyone needs to wear the headset, it's actually the person at the mixer.
Probably.
Yeah.
So, guys, to break up the ice, I've been making pizza.
Break up the ice.
Yeah, that conversation. I don't know.
Not just to break the ice.
Nah, to break up.
So
the
you
ice.
already broke the ice to first
Yeah,
start
yeah,
with,
yeah,
but now
yeah.
you need it to
break
be
it up
further.
the ice, yeah.
You can't handle such a big cube.
Yeah.
Kind of like Max earlier at
Yes,
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you on that.
Yeah.
I've been making my own
neither of you are are saying that you wouldn't prefer the Chick-fil-A
I would 100%.
ice.
Uh,
I'm not
Chewing,
saying, look,
like the crunch feeling of that ice compared to a standard, like,
I am-
fucking drink ice.
I am
I'm
not,
taking the Chick-fil-A ice. People buy machines just to have the Chick-fil-A ice in their house.
Look, I am not a
that's fair.
ice person like that.
We know.
Like, I know people go in there with like these ice cubes.
I'm
are
really
amazing.
actually a big cube ice guy.
That's crazy. What kind of? Okay, so Chick-fil-A, scale 1 to 10.
All right, alcoholic.
Where do you sit that?
Where
right.
where the fuck else are you getting a big cube of ice?
Well, in my freezer, we don't have an ice machine, so I freeze and my ice trays. And
So
they're
your
big
ice
cubes.
trays are for a glass of bourbon.
So Dan is going out of
Essentially,
his
yes.
way to get
Mhm.
Chick-fil-A thick ice for his whiskey sours.
No.
No, dude, complete
Chick-fil-A
opposite.
doesn't have enough ice, like big enough.
Yeah, I know. That's why you got a special machine made that will actually print.
So I bring
in a
them
cube.
my ice, and I'm like, hey, put this in a lemonade for me. or in a half and half.
I think that'd be the only time they'd not say my pleasure.
Yeah, they probably hate you if you brought your own.
They'd
ice
be
in.
like, not my pleasure.
The ladies over at the Cab Heights one would hate me.
Oh, there'd be problems
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they'd have a picture up on the wall with you.
They have a picture up on the wall of me doing what?
No, they would.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, what did they?
Don't let this
Oh,
guy
you
in.
haven't seen that
What they
recently?
catch me doing in their bathroom?
I've never been in that bathroom. Good thing I
I've
haven't.
never been in that bathroom either. Wink. It's all just alleged stories.
All right, break up the ice, Bill.
Yeah, break that shit up.
Yeah. No, I was I'm starting to make pizza.
He's starting to make pizza. It's
Yeah.
actually it's an interesting endeavor.
Yes. My goal is to make the best pepperoni pizza ever and then never make it again.
What kind of oven are you utilizing for this?
That's a problem.
It's our oven.
I have the regular. Wait, that's a convection oven, right?
No, I believe it is a standard oven.
What the fuck am I talking about then? Isn't there 2 types of ovens?
Well, there is you can have the convection feature on your oven, but I don't know if you do.
I don't believe we do. We just have the standard coils on the bottom to heat
Okay.
up. So it's not a gas oven like we had at the other place.
Yeah.
It's not convection, where convection blows hot air with a fan.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure convection like keeps the flow around
This
it.
one
so it's
just
not
has
just
like heat
Yeah,
coils
with the
going
top and the bottom.
yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah, no, the oven I have in the kitchen is not the most appropriate oven
No.
to be cooking stuff in.
Doesn't seem
No.
like it. So
No.
are you going to buy
I-
a pizza
I
oven?
feel like the best way to do this is to make a brick oven.
In the apartment?
Yeah.
How do we explain that when we move out? So we installed a brick oven.
That has never been.
I'm sorry, the floor caved in.
Yeah.
We just decided to build a 1,000-pound brick oven right here.
Look.
We didn't realize it was going to melt the
The
paint
lease,
off the back
the
wall.
lease doesn't say anything about brick ovens.
The lease says everything about anything outside of what they provide here.
You guys should
Read the
provide it.
lease.
Okay. And
Read the
If
lease.
it says anything about brick ovens, that's fine.
Actually, we didn't sign a lease. We're just now on this month.
So I could do that.
Yeah, I mean, technically, sure, dude. Yeah, and then when they pull it out of our security deposit and then
You act like
charge us,
you act like they're not going to, regardless.
I mean,
Look, they have a fucking footprint on
don't-
the ceiling.
okay.
Don't call out our studio like that, dog. It's a place of worship.
this is the house of lube.
This is a house of lube.
If this
Like,
shit
what are you
ain't
doing?
slippery, then what are we doing?
Look, no matter at 4 o'clock every day,
like
no
we're
matter
coming
where
for
I
the
am,
title that Diddy took, all right?
Johnson & Johnson.
Yes, sir.
I don't know who these people are.
Hey, welcome
The
back to
world's-
Vocal Lube. It's
the world-
Johnson & Johnson.
The world sees him as the lube guy.
We are the lube
We are
guys.
the lube guys.
we are
Is
the
that,
lube.
is that what our first sponsorship should be? Is just like trying to reach for Johnson & Johnson to sponsor us?
No. We're creating our own lube.
Oh, okay.
It's a vocal lube.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know if you ever known, but like, you know, some singers do like olive oil.
Who the fuck is promoting olive oil?
We are.
That's our vocal lube. It's not like it's just going to be called
It's
olive
a little
oil.
olive oil and honey.
And so
Don't give
what
away
would
our
what would
recipe.
okay? Well, first of all, yeah.
Yeah, true. We're not doing that.
It's all right,
What's the
Bill.
name
They
of it?
Did
didn't,
you just have a
they,
stroke?
they didn't
Yeah.
see you wink anyways
No,
because
no.
the camera's that
Yeah,
direction.
I know. So as far as they know, I'm having a stroke. But what are you naming what is the name of this product?
Vocal Lube.
Is that the name of every product we sell?
It's going to be revolved around
No,
it.
this is literally vocal lube.
It's lubricant for your vocal cords.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, our parent company's pushing it hard.
Okay, fair enough.
I guess
Yeah,
you
dude.
guess you weren't
Look.
brought into those meetings, but
The guy at the top, the guys at the top,
Yeah, I
that's
am.
not a group of fellas
I
I
am
would
the guy
want
at the
to.
top, so I don't know who you guys are having conversations with.
Really, because we were in a meeting with HR the other day, and they said they let you go for
No.
indecent exposure at the office.
I talked to HR, and they said that there's been too many
when
sexual
you talk
harassments.
to HR, they
filed on you
had
guys.
us on the other line.
Dude, that was them just making sure you weren't going to sue the company.
Oh no, you guys
Nothing-
are getting sued if you're letting me go. But
No, I don't think you get it. You've been let go. It's not we are going to or we are.
Yeah,
being.
no,
you
no,
showed-
It has
you
been.
showed
you
done.
guys are getting sued.
You showed up for a free show today.
Yeah.
I need this back.
I guess
pay.
you wouldn't have gotten the email memo because we took them off the email.
Yeah.
Yep, we did.
That makes
we
sense.
we
So-
did remove your email.
that would make sense.
This
So
is fucked up that you're
okay.
finding out right now.
Yeah, this is chat. I hope you guys
You
can
know how
join
when
Oh,
me.
you actually don't have access to the
I
chat.
hope you guys can join me.
It just zoomed in on you
Yeah,
because
my hands up?
Yeah,
because you gave him a thumbs up, and now I gotta fucking fix that.
Yeah,
somehow.
this guy over here fucking sucks.
I don't know how we did that.
I mean,
Let's
this
let's
guy-
turn that shit
This
off.
guy right here, he's pretty cool. This guy. Past him.
We gotta turn off that feature. I don't.
You can.
Well,
Hey guys, this is a lamp,
Technical difficulties. Bill
and that's a
Bill
thermostat.
signaled our cameraman to zoom in on his face, and we actually hadn't told the camera guy either that Bill had been let go, so he
Yeah.
followed his
Well-
orders. So it's not going to happen again.
the camera guy's fired anyway. So
Yep. That was in his contract stipulation.
So he's gone
yes,
too.
it was.
He is gone.
Is he
so
walking out currently? Right
we
now?
are currently looking for 2 new employees, a co-host and a cameraman.
Yes.
So please feel free.
It also could be just one that does both.
Guys,
right, yeah.
I'm also currently looking for 3 co-hosts and a cameraman. So if somebody wants to join me, just hit me up. My LinkedIn is fat.
He went
nuts.
from 33% ownership to 25, and he's happy about it.
25.
Yeah, you're looking for
I thought I was-
you're looking for 3 other people.
Yeah, I thought by saying I was let go, I'm not a part of this.
Yeah, but you want to start up your own thing where you get less of it?
What do you? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, like
I thought I was altogether. What you're saying is I'm leaving, right?
you were laid off.
On a jet plane.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Shout
I
out John Denver.
and a lock, if that's how you pronounce his name. Alok.
Are you trying to say Adolf?
No, not Adolf. Jesus
No,
Christ.
You're thinking
It's
of
the
the song.
Brazilian-
You're thinking of the song "Big Jet Plane,"
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
and I'm talking about
This is
John
why
Denver.
This is why we fucking let him go.
I'm leaving on a jet plane.
Okay. Well,
Don't know when I'll be back. All right.
We're gonna get sued for that.
Why? It's me singing.
We're not going to
the
sue for
the
shit.
cover's too close.
Why
to
are
them.
you worried about it? You have been let go.
That's all.
I'm telling you
At this
guys.
point,
that
like,
you guys should,
this guy
if
is
you guys sing
crazy.
too much, you know what? Never mind. I gave Dan props there because his singing was too similar to John Denver's. That's why I thought we were gonna get sued. But you know, I take that back.
Yeah, we don't verify parking here too. Get the fuck out.
Really now.
Yeah,
who
you're
did I hand my keys off to?
just leave them on the desk.
You don't have a valet?
Leave them on the desk.
No, we recently hired him to move your vehicle off the.
It's
Off the
outside the
premises?
gate.
Off the
It's
premises,
outside
yeah.
the gate, but
Yeah.
you don't have a badge to get out
I
the gate. So you have to
currently
climb
I
the gate.
currently live here. So what does that mean?
What do you mean? You currently live here?
Yeah. So like I don't live here anymore.
No.
No.
Okay.
Check your room. There's nothing in it.
So what am I? I was just in there like 30 minutes.
You know why
40
I
minutes
was
ago.
here earlier is because we moved you out.
You
Okay.
might have been in there 30 minutes ago, and within the
that
last
guy's-
30 minutes,
so
someone has
the
been
stuff-
taking the stuff out of your window.
The stuff in there
It's out on
is
the ground.
currently someone else's.
You're with the neighbors downstairs.
Okay. I live with the neighbors downstairs.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we moved
The
in a
neighbors
guy
downstairs
who's
are
damn
insane.
near exact to you.
The neighbors downstairs are not insane.
Yeah, they are. That dude, one of the guys was sitting outside yesterday for 2 hours smoking in like a full like sweatpants and everything. I was like, I don't know how you're,
The homie?
dude. It was 95 degrees outside. How are
He
you wearing?
always is
He
out.
was
Dude,
trying to
okay,
lose
you,
some fucking weight, dog.
First off, you clearly don't keep observing everything. He's out there 6 a.m. in his car blowing down. 8 a.m. still blowing down. No
Yeah.
matter when I leave in the morning, he's out in that parking lot in his car
I don't
smoking.
think
parked-
they have jobs.
I parked next to him when I parked here to move in,
We need
and
pop
he was
filters.
out there blowing down.
Yeah, dude. You know, 100%. He always
I
comes
had to
up to me.
double lock the truck just to make sure that he knew that it
I
was
like
locked.
that dude.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
doesn't
he's
seem like
growing-
any of them have jobs.
Yeah,
but
I'm
I mean,
looking
hell
forward to hanging out with him as I'm moving in here.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
want to know how nasty that dude is at Call of Duty because that's all.
That's all he does.
He just plays nothing but Warzone.
Well, I don't know if you remember, he told us that he bets on his own performance. There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
website that you can bet on
Yeah.
your own performance. So you can bet on yourself.
We would have no money.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
no,
dude,
no, no.
it's
Or we
hilarious.
have a fuck ton of money because we just come in last place.
Yeah, but I think you have to bet on you winning.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah, because you could rig that if you bet on you losing, you'd just die every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Well, that's just fucked up.
But you
How
can
else-
bet on how
are we
many
gonna make
kills
money?
you're going to get. You can bet on that kind of shit.
Can I still bet on losing but getting like 15 kills?
No. You have to bet on yourself.
This website is probably the most sketchiest thing on the planet.
Dude, I mean, who knows? He said that, what was his thing? He said he's been creating a new type of mind control or something like that.
Yeah,
Hypnosis?
yeah, the dude's insane.
No,
Fuck
dude.
with that.
He's the average fella. He doesn't.
Max, What about it do you fuck with?
I mean, he's probably hypnotized you. Actually, we might need to call him up here right now. We're gonna get you hypnotized on the podcast.
The first guy on the pod.
No, he's a nice guy.
Not a bad guest.
No,
He's a nice dude. I talk to him pretty much every day now. He's always outside when I get home from work, or he's in the parking lot when I leave for work. There's another dude I see every morning too. The guy who used to drive that commercial truck.
Yeah.
The white and green, like Absolute Green or something.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool dude too.
Oh, the only person I really talk to is that woman across the way from us.
I see her a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah. She usually gets
scared last time about the glass dildo.
Again?
You guys don't remember that?
What?
Max, you got something to share with us?
You guys don't remember as I walked out of the apartment, we were talking about a glass object, and she walked out of the door at the same exact time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, she doesn't like you anymore.
Oh, no, she loves me. If anything, I think hearing that comment is to her, that's awesome.
I wonder what she does.
Every time I see her, she always goes out of her way to say hi to me.
I mean, just think, it's a weird thought to think. If I wonder what everyone in these buildings do.
Look, on the flip side of the whole, like, the dude
across the way from us.
I think she's cool. She's nice, but I won't lie, dude. There are times where it's like, I just walked out the door. I haven't spoken to anybody yet today. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm just like, fuck, great. I got to go to work. I'm blocking the door, and I just hear, hey, how are you?
Right. Oh,
and I'm like,
you guys have never.
I'm not even facing you right now.
You guys have never lived in an apartment building where you have to like go up an elevator and you're like in a hallway, have you?
Never that. This is yes, but not really. I mean, the one place we used to live at.
Well, yeah, I mean that place you could go up an elevator and there was a hallway, but not necessarily. It was like kind of straight from the parking garage you could get.
Yeah, I mean,
but we never could park on our floor. So.
My apartment in Colorado. Lived on the top floor, and I also lived all the way at the end of one of the hallways.
Yeah, like
and across from me were two women. I think they were in college, given that we were in a college town. I was not at the time, a little old for that. But it would always be, and they didn't really know me very well, so I understand their points of concern when we'd take the elevator together, and they'd walk in front of me. And then I'd just be the guy behind them, following them to the end of the hallway. Those were uncomfortable moments.
But that's when you start introducing yourself. Hey, if you're in that situation, you gotta.
I think
no. In that situation, you fucking start banging on the door like, "Let me the fuck in! I'm gonna kill you."
I think that's the best way to do it.
And then you look at them and you're like,
and they just start blasting holes through the door.
Yeah, well, you look at no, not their door, my door. I scare them a little bit.
Yeah,
they think that someone's trying to rob the
And
place.
then Max has somebody on the other side that says, aren't you not allowed within 100 feet?
I could have gotten Tebow to say that.
Yeah, Tebow. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
I missed out on a great opportunity.
And especially it coming from a woman, too. That would have been like, that really would have sold it for them.
Oh, yeah. They would have been concerned.
100%.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have anyone on my floor who at any point seemed like they wanted to talk to me.
Yeah, I wish that's kind of how it was here. The guy across the hall from us, he seems relatively uninterested, and I share the same energy.
I mean, he's kind of off doing his own thing.
That dude over there is fucking handing out dick to anything that walks.
Oh, 100%. That dude.
No, like it's not even fucking with you. Like the amount of women who walk through that door.
Crazy.
Maybe he's a hairstylist.
He is the furthest thing from a hair, unless he styles hair overnight.
So he when we first moved in, it was.
Are you trying to blow up his spot?
What's up?
Are you trying to blow up his spot?
Nobody knows who we are, man. Unless he watches this somehow.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. If he did, look, dude, I'm sorry.
Props to you, dude.
Yeah, props to you.
Yeah,
for giving
nothing
dog,
that you said really sounds bad.
No, I'm just saying, like he does his own thing, just like delivers.
I can't remember if he moved in before or after, but
after.
Then
we're the people we've been living here.
No,
We've been living.
You guys have been living here since the place was built.
We've been living here the longest out of all of our neighbors.
I think so. Yeah,
out of everyone who lives in this building,
everyone moved on in their life.
Yeah,
except for you two.
Well, no, the two people below us have been
pretty fucking much, dude.
Actually, no. I mean, in this building, like 4 people have been evicted.
Yeah.
Like that's
strictly
so,
like
it's
that
not
is
like
true.
It's not like they're
the people
leaving
below us
'cause they want
before.
to.
You must
there
really have to do something bad to get
They don't
evicted
have-
from
There have been
this
like
bitch.
3 people who've lived underneath us,
Yep.
and the first 2 people have gotten evicted.
Mhm.
People upstairs got evicted.
And then they left their shit out. No one picked it up.
Yeah.
The person who lived here before
Definitely,
got
yeah,
evicted.
yeah, for
Yep.
sure, yeah, they
Because
got
we had the
raided.
concern about that. Yep. Because
They
we
got
were like, hey,
raided
so
and there
why
was
is
like a
there a
murder here or
foot-sized hole or like
Yeah.
there's like a
Well, no,
foot-sized like dent in our door?
Well, there's a huge dent where the battering ram hit the door,
And
and
then
then the door frame was broken.
Yep.
And when we asked them, they're like, "No, that never happened." It's like I'm looking at it right.
This looks
Unless someone
exactly-
drove a fucking car into the door, like, and
would
we're on
be
the
kinda
second.
tough.
Yeah.
It'd be a little hard to do that. Like,
Oh, dude, but it was.
Yeah.
I mean, legally, I don't think they have to tell you that. I don't know. Like that sounds weird if they don't have to. I mean,
It's
it's one
legally-
of those things where like they shouldn't have to because it's so fucking obvious. I just like
Yeah.
it's like I just want confirmation because
No,
like,
they don't have to disclose that shit. Where I
No,
live
no.
now, they tear gassed the house, and they didn't disclose that when we bought it.
Yeah, no, not at all. Like when I was talking to my realtor, but when I bought when I'm buying a house, and I asked a dumb question. I was like, "Do you legally have to tell someone that the house is haunted if it's haunted?" They're like, "No." I was like, "That's just."
Okay. Are you serious? Like that was that a legitimate question?
Yeah, no, straight up. You don't have to legally tell someone if the house is haunted. Like that's like
But
something
that's
that comes
up to discretion. How are you like someone might not think that their house
yeah, I
is
was
haunted
gonna say,
just
how do
because
you
it
prove
creaks?
that it's haunted?
Oh yeah, I don't know how they do that. I just
And,
know
like, how
that
do you-
apparently- like,
well, then what the fuck is the question?
no, I said like let's say.
Like, it's a little different than like you have to disclose if someone got murdered there. Like,
Well, yeah. I
You know
think
what I
you
mean?
have to tell
Well,
somebody that.
murdered and haunted go hand in hand. So I think if you found out someone was murdered
Look,
there,
look,
then you'd
someone-
understand it's
Someone
haunted.
got murdered
But
in this
Yeah.
house, but there's no ghost.
I'd feel better about that.
I mean,
Or-
look,
or-
who lived here in between them? Like, did someone come in and do like a ceremony and then release the spirit or something?
I
Like,
mean, who knows? But like
know,
what if
sage.
like you're just sitting
yeah,
there
like,
and
what-
like you're buying a house, you walk up, you look at everything, you're like, wow, this house is phenomenal. Is it haunted? Like even if the people knew it was haunted, like in their souls, they could just be like, yeah, or they don't have
Well,
to tell you.
Yeah, why the fuck would they have to tell you that? They're trying to sell their house, not
Oh no, 100%,
not get you to
100%.
not buy it.
But it would also be kind of shitty if you bought a house and then like, what? How? Hey, dude, I want to return this house. It's haunted. They'd be like, what?
Yeah, they'd laugh at you.
well,
and
yeah,
then
that's
they'd
not how
also-
it works. You can't just return.
Oh no,
a
I'm him.
house.
I'm
And
him.
then
But, like,
and they'd also be like, "Yeah, that's why we left, dumbass."
oh, I record that and take it to court. Be like, look, they know it's haunted to some degree, but then you'd have to also
Look, at
prove
the
that
end
it
of the
goes-
and
day,
then
like-
and then you're in small claims court, and they're gonna you're gonna be Judge Judy's gonna
Small
be like,
claims my ass. I just spent fucking $500,000 on this house. For
"Yeah,
it to
you're gonna be on a
haunted.
fucking TV show getting made fun of."
Well, that's
because you're
your
trying
fault
to
because you
return
bought a
haunted
you,
house.
you bought a fucking 3,000 square foot, 5-acre lot for $500,000 in a beautiful in like an up and coming neighborhood. That's why it's haunted. That's your fault.
Yeah.
Look,
You should have known that was way too high
You're
of a
like,
price.
you're like, damn, this thing's fully renovated, granite countertops, and they only want $400,000 for this.
Beautiful land, property, great school system
So what
near a
happens-
major metropolitan.
So what?
Do
What
you-
happens?
400.
Do you see that guy out back with a knife? No.
No.
What, so
You
go
look
to this
away,
house.
look back. Where'd you go?
You go to this house, right? Hey, boom. 3 acres of land.
Is that you referencing him? Like you were going to his house and
Yes,
being like,
yes.
"Hey, boom."
Yeah, hey, boom.
Just so
The
everyone
chat
knows,
wouldn't
that's
even
our.
understand that joke.
Well, I was about to explain. I was about to say that's our buddy's Xbox.
Yeah,
handle.
our buddy, not this guy, just our buddy.
Well, it doesn't. It's not necessarily Max. It's Boomer.
Okay, yeah.
It's a completely different guy.
Yes. Different.
This is
different.
Max.
Don't
He's-
talk about Schnitzel like that.
Yeah, I
Schnitzel.
mean that's crazy.
Schnitzel can't be talked about on the pod.
Yeah,
He's too dangerous sometimes.
yeah.
But okay, so you're sitting there, you walk up to a house, and it's $400,000, 3,000 square foot. Like it's a nice rancher, like 4-bed, 3-bath, has a detached garage, a pool.
3,000 square foot rancher's pretty damn big, man.
No, I know it's great. It's a great house.
It's a big one.
That was roughly around the size of Mom's.
It's a good house.
Yeah, exactly. And then, but they are selling it for $400,000. You go up to them and they go, why are you selling it for $400,000?
Yeah.
And they go, no reason. Would you not have concern in that? Like, would
I
you
mean,
scoop it up?
depending on how they're selling it, they don't have to disclose anything to you.
Yeah, but wouldn't you also be like, if that's the first thing that's coming to your mind is why are they selling it for so low?
I don't
Wouldn't you
think-
ask that?
The first thing that's coming to my mind is your place haunted? Is not my first thing.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, I'm maybe like,
my
is the
first thing is like,
plumbing
what's?
fucked up?
Yeah, I was about to
or-
say like,
Or
what's
is the
wrong?
roof bad? Do I need a new roof? Like, I don't think I would
New
ever.
roof, new appliances.
I don't think
Plumbing's
I'd-
been redone. New HVAC or Sorry, I'm
HVAC.
retarded. HVAC, yeah. Knew everything, right? Like there's nothing missing there. New septic, everything across the board.
There's like there's numerous things that I would think of before, is this place haunted?
Okay.
Like I would be like, oh,
Mhm.
are you going through hard times and you need to sell this house? Oh, are you going through a divorce and you need to sell this house? Oh, like did the bank, are you behind on payments and you need to sell this house? There's so many
Yeah.
things before haunted.
Well,
that, like,
haunted doesn't
okay.
really come up into my mind at all ever.
yeah, I
Then
was
let
just
me
gonna
ask you a
say,
question.
like, this is the first time I've ever thought about ever asking someone if their house is haunted before I buy it.
Then let me ask you this:
But maybe it's a question that you do need to
they
start asking.
fully. I mean, dude, that's what I fucking asked.
But I don't. I mean, I
That's
would.
what I asked.
I mean, like the only it would have to be built pre 1700 for me to really start getting into.
okay,
the
okay,
haunted
because
part.
that's what I was.
maybe 18.
What I was about to say was like I've seen houses where it's like I saw a renovated house that was built in 1887. Like, would you buy a house that old for
No.
that? Yeah, I mean, like part of you would think that there
No, I
had
don't-
to.
I
have
I
been
mean, it
ghosts.
depends on.
It's too much time.
Yeah,
for
too
me.
much
It's
time.
too much time. Someone had to have died in that house.
Yeah, 100%.
There's a lot of houses people have died in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's like I don't want to fuck with that.
Like, what if it was a peaceful death? Like
Yeah.
they died peacefully in their sleep, like with their family around them. Or
Remember
something
when
like
like
that.
you remember when
People
like
still have troubled souls and they get stuck in their house.
remember when Zach would be
Allegedly.
over at mom's?
Maybe it was a beautiful death though. It was like
maybe
it was-
maybe
yeah.
maybe it was like a brother bear kind of situation. He just like turns into a bear.
That could
How
yeah.
the fuck is that bear showing up at our house? There's no
Yeah, I mean,
bears.
it also could be like one of those deaths, like how in Star Wars, like when
the Force Ghost where it just shows up and it's like, hey,
Yeah.
what's up?
Oh well,
the way of the whale.
that'd be insane, dude. If you just started getting like extremely
Because-
solid life advice from a ghost.
But is he?
Hey,
Would
just-
you be cool if your dad showed up as a Force Ghost?
No, I would shit my pants if my dad showed up as a ghost.
Like
And I could see
you're
him.
mid sleep and he's like, hey.
If my dad woke me up like that, that'd be insane too.
And then he was like, I just figured this out. I was like, I'm a Force Ghost.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would take a couple weeks to like get used to. But
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
I think-
the first night, I mean, I'm like poop is hitting the back of my drawers.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I think your first thought would be, I'm sleeping.
well,
No. I think I'm shitting my pants.
I'm not gonna lie. If I wake up and I look over and there's my dad in floating ghost form, I am.
It doesn't have to be
No, no.
floating.
Well, no. Here's the thing. Have
guess
you
that's
ever
fair,
thought to
right?
yourself once that? Have you ever like thought to yourself ever that? This has to be a dream. I've never once thought of that.
Like in your
In a
awake?
dream, like in a dream, you've never been like, this must be a dream.
Yeah, I've never, not even like
No.
awake in a
Dude,
dream.
you
I've
know
never.
what
I
once-
have. I have.
I've
for sure.
never had
I've
that
never
moment.
taken control of my own dream, but I've definitely had moments where I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Also, like nightmare type dreams, I think that way too, because like when you're like trying to run and you can't run, it's like, oh,
Oh, dude, I can't
Clearly.
punch with shit. My dreams.
It's like almost somewhere in there, you know, it's a dream, but you in your dream, you
yeah,
don't know
there's
it's a dream.
there's like some mental
don't-
block in
yeah.
there for sure.
I mean, the other day, it's not a nightmare or anything, but like I forgot what I was doing in my dream, but I made a phone call, and the moment I hit call, my phone alarm went off for me to wake up. It was like perfect.
Yeah, your brain knew what was going on.
Yeah, it was about to happen. And they were like, "We don't have time to make
Well,
a
I
phone
mean,
call."
dreaming primarily occurs like the first 30 and last 30 minutes of your, because that's
when you're in REM.
when
Yeah.
your brain starts to come back up, like your it's firing. It's just like it's like that little reboot section where it's like it really
Yeah.
doesn't know exactly what's going on. It hasn't really calibrated fully, and you're just getting some crazy dreams.
Have you
And
guys
then-
noticed, like, if you ever change the time that you wake up, whether it's like 5 a.m., 4 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., no matter when you set your alarm, you wake up right before the alarm?
Yeah.
Like, I have weeks where, like for example, like this week, like, I've had days where
I
I'm
have
waking
the
up.
moments like you're talking about where like you'll wake up right before it, but it's normally like if I'm expecting to like go do something. Like if I'm excited about something, I feel like that happens a lot. Like
It's
if I'm-
almost interesting how your body just knows it's time.
Dude, my internal alarm clock is on the money every single day. Like it probably isn't like how it used to be, but for the longest time, I used to wake up at like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock on the dot. Like never missing a beat. I didn't wake up at 7:01 or 6:59. It was like on the money every single time for the longest time.
I've been battling my my internal clock because it wakes me up at like 5 all the time, and like I'll get up and go to the bathroom, and I'm like, wow, I feel pretty good, but then I'm like, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Exactly.
And then whenever I wake up
Oh.
when I actually need to, I'm like, fuck, I'm tired as hell. Like, I need to just go back to bed.
Yeah, no, for me recently, waking up at 6, like 30 has been the thing for me. Like the other day I stayed the night, Emma.
Your significant other.
My,
I was about
my-
to say, you not remember the
No, I
woman
know.
you
I
just spent the night with?
Yeah,
that
I know.
you've loved?
God damn it! I just didn't want to say them.
But you
But,
did say the name.
I know. I know.
Emma.
You could have said.
I know.
You could have said girlfriend.
I know.
Girlfriend. You could have used her first initial. You should have been like the woman I love, my boo thing. Anything.
My shorty.
You could have looked at the camera and been
Pretty
like, you
much-
know who you are.
Yeah,
Okay,
pretty much anything but her name.
But you could have said anything but
But
whatever her name is.
regardless.
That's well, Emma's gonna punish you enough. For
I
that
know,
one,
she's
that's
probably
fine.
gonna be
Yeah,
shitting me.
I'll let that drop because she's
But
got this.
First podcast and Bill's already getting
Dude,
put in the doghouse.
Don't worry about it. Don't
she's
worry
gonna
about it.
dislike our video.
I might not be. That would be fucked up if the first
I'd
thing.
be really blown if we have one dislike and it's her.
And it's just like, nah, I couldn't.
She's like,
They
these
can't
folks,
like this.
these
Like
guys
the
are
algorithm,
dicks.
the algorithm's like these guys have one video and they actually have a dislike on it. We're not pumping this out.
My back to what I
Anything they
was
put out, we
saying,
just like don't even let them upload it. Like just every time it's like a
Error,
buffer.
error.
Yeah, buffering.
I woke up at her place at 6:30, and she doesn't wake up till.
Do
like
you
9.
remember going to sleep at her place,
What's up?
or did you just like blacked out the night before and woke up at her place?
Oh yeah, no. I forgot I was like drinking something, and then like I just woke up ass naked at this house. But
Is that a lie?
yeah, that is a lie. Basically, we spent the night, and then like I
That
woke
would
up.
be concerning.
God, like what
I
the
woke
fuck?
up at 6:30, and I was like in the same position you're in, where I was like, man, I feel great, and then just went back to sleep, and I woke up just tired.
Yeah,
Yeah, and like I'm a big believer in like I'm gonna sleep as long as possible, but
100%.
whenever I wake up in the middle of the night or like really, really early in the morning, I always feel like fantastic.
Yep.
And it's definitely my
Yes.
body being like,
yes.
it's definitely my body being like, yeah, like this is what we want you to do. But I'm like, no,
No,
not
yeah, no,
happening.
not
I think. Well, I think the problem really happens is like if you drink too much water the night before or you need to pee, you'll wake up and get up, right? And like that's like it's enough for you to fully come out of your sleep.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, it's like it's impossible for
Yeah.
me to get out of bed when I know I have to go to work. But if I
Yeah.
have to get up and go pee with the full thought that I'm going to get right back in bed, I
Yes.
wake up and I'm like,
100%, yeah.
damn, I
Yes,
feel good.
exactly. It's like you get to go back to sleep, dude. For me though, my thought process happens like this. I probably wake up at a different time than you guys do. My natural alarm clock wakes me up around 3:30, but
Disgusting.
like my alarm goes off at 5 usually. Sometimes I sleep in, but dude, when I first wake up like to go pee, I don't think anything other than I just pray to God whatever time it is, like I have at least like 30 minutes until my alarm clock goes off, cuz
Yeah.
sometimes
yeah.
I wake up thinking I have time and there's 2
yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, if it's over, you're done. Yeah,
Oh
it's the
my
worst
God,
feeling ever.
dude.
But you know,
Oh, it's so bad. But you know what? When
I
my
just-
alarm clock goes off, I do have a thought process. That like my thought process goes like, what can I do right now to get out of work today?
100%.
Like my mind. That's the only thing my mind does. Is just like, what should I use PTO? Is it worth it?
Should I
and then
break my leg?
Yeah, like literally, like should I stab myself today? Just like run to the
Yep.
hospital? Like, what can I do to get out of work right now? And then at some point, I'm like, I don't want to use PTO because that's just a waste of a day of PTO because it's not like I'm sick and it's not like I'm going to be doing anything. I'm just tired. I'm lazy.
Yeah.
And then I finally get up and I go to the bathroom, shower,
You know
whatever.
what the worst thing that I've been feeling recently is like the most awake and like there I feel is like right as I'm going to bed. I'm sitting in bed.
Oh,
Last night I was sitting in bed. I'm like, this is the clearest mind. Like I'd be the most productive right now if I did something. And you know what? I don't act on that at all.
Hey,
I sit in that bed
Okay,
and I'm
fair
like,
enough.
I'm
Hey, I
going to
respect
bed.
okay. There have been a few times I've had that and I have capitalized on it. And those few times were like the only 2 times that I've like fully like remixed a song. Like completely like start to finish was because I
For
had
some
an
reason
idea.
dude, every night before I go to bed, and like I'm not like a music producer by any means, but I have for some reason as I'm sitting there closing my eyes and I'm trying to like wind my brain down, I come up with like the most hit EDM songs you'll ever hear in your life.
See, I do that too.
And then I get vocals going. I can't sing for shit, but in my head I'm like, holy fuck,
Dude,
man, something's going on here.
I used to have these like in between like consciousness and sleeping. It would be brand new songs. Brand new. No one's ever heard them.
And I'm
blasting.
like,
dude, for me,
like vocals.
And you know they're bangers.
And they're hits.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't get it from there to here ever.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I've tried. One time I literally was in bed and I jumped out of bed and I ran over. And by the time I got over there, it was gone. I was
You need to,
pissed.
this is what you need to do. You need to, if your phone's near you, you can't move too much. You can't take yourself out of it. But you get the voice recording going and you just start like making the noises. Like, even though like, I don't think any of us has got some perfect pitch going on, but if you can just get the idea of it down.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I've had some of the most like, and I'm not even a real big EDM person, but dude, like these songs, like the drops, I'm like, this shit's going crazy.
Yeah.
Like for me, like
that's how I know I want to remix.
Like I don't even necessarily like dream like that in that sense. Like the dreams I have, and like first of all, actually, I feel like I'm getting off topic from what I originally wanted to say. When I get to like my room at the end of the night is usually when I like want to start like editing like my own stuff and yada yada. And sometimes like I am in a flow, and then sometimes I just sit in front of my computer for an hour not doing fucking shit because my brain is like, you should do something, but you're also really tired, man.
Yeah.
Like if I go to sleep before 12, I feel like I wasted the day. I know that sounds so weird.
Which is interesting because you do go to sleep before 12 every day.
No, I know.
So is every day you feel like you wasted your day?
Well, no, it's not like that's like the end of it. You know
But
what I mean?
we have a theory that
like I can wake up.
You do go to sleep before 12 every day, but it's a nap.
Yeah. Like I don't sleep, and that's like the end of my day. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, sometimes I'll knock the fuck out or something like that, 100%. But like that's not like in my bed, I'm going to sleep, yada yada. I'm waking up.
You don't count like falling asleep for like 4 hours on the couch as sleeping. You're just like, that doesn't.
Well, I mean, in reality, I don't think I'm that deep asleep like that. I mean, who knows?
There's moments where you're in that deep of sleep.
Yeah, that might also.
No,
you fall asleep in positions that you have to be in deep.
Yeah, I know. I can sleep.
That's
I
fair.
can sleep anywhere, 100%. But
I believe you.
But basically, you stay up. You want to like try to get more out of that night.
yeah, yeah, and that's like the thing that like I've gotten much better with it. Like before, I used to honestly get super pissed. Like I used to do this thing where I was like maybe I am super tired at the end of the night, and I'm like, fuck, like I'm gonna set an alarm for like 10-15 minutes, get a quick nap in, and then like I wake up at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like,
that's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. At night, you set your alarm for 10 or 15.
Yeah,
like,
just so I can get a quick nap
when you're
and wake
saying
up.
at night, are you saying 5 o'clock,
What do
6
you mean?
o'clock? Or are you saying it's like 10:30 and you're like, let me take a 15
well,
minute?
like if me and Dan are finished chilling, I'm like, all right, Dan, like, you know, he has to wake up for work tomorrow. I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go to my room, and then let's say I'm just like feeling tired,
and you rock a 15-minute nap and get back up. That is the craziest shit I've ever heard.
well, just so I'm not so tired. But 9 times out of 10, I just immediately like. Here's the one thing I discovered:
that's
if
pretty
you want to
crazy,
set, if
I'm
you want
not
to set an
gonna lie.
alarm, if you want to set an alarm for a short amount of time, like in that situation, and get up and do something, don't ever have your phone next to you. Set your alarm and put it somewhere across the room where you actively have to get up.
Yeah.
And that's like the best way of doing that.
Dude, my mom, I used
we
to have
don't
the hardest time
recommend
waking up.
Billy's sleep schedule at all.
Yeah, no.
All the listeners out there,
Yeah,
this
no.
is not.
Billy, I think I would categorize you as like an oversleeper.
Yeah, probably.
I think you put in like a solid like 12 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
A
I
day.
like to sleep.
Oh, shit. I mean, I try to do that, but it doesn't happen.
I can't, dude. I never get that. I get 8.
Well,
That's
I feel like
at the most.
I feel like I get to bed around 12 pretty consistently, and then I'm up anywhere from 6 to 8.
I mean, I get to bed around 10. Like that's when I try to go into my room. I'm not going to bed. Yeah, I'm just falling asleep for a while.
Yeah.
I'm watching YouTube. I'm doing something, and then around like 11, or when I'm like, oh god, I have 5 hours. Oh, I need to start going to bed.
Between the hours of 10 and 12 is Max's history lesson. Like that's like I sit there and
Oh,
I
that's when you
watch
pick up your
historical documentaries for at least 2 hours.
Interesting.
What was the last thing you watched? I'm very curious about this now.
What was the last thing that I watched?
The big World War II guy? Actually, no. Answer that question
No,
first.
I think I've watched all of the documentaries on World War II. I think the last thing I watched was a documentary, pretty much like going over the timeline of the war, like the wars between Israel and Iran, like going through like why.
Like you're watching history on what's going on today, basically.
No, I mean given like the issues that are going on in the Middle East right now, like that video popped up on my feed because I think there's more people watching it, so it's kind of just hitting the algorithm where people are looking at that. So like it was something I saw and like I was like, I'd like to learn more about this conflict. Like let me have some information so that if I ever have to talk about this, or which I don't, but like just to understand why something's going on and why it's been going on. Like I like history, so I'd rather be more knowledgeable about, like, you hear about Israel and Iran have been fighting for forever, so it's like, all right, like let me understand like how far back this dates to and why. It's fairly simple. I mean, Jerusalem's a holy land for numerous different religions, and they're going to fight over that no matter what.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's Should we get some
man.
global going?
Yeah,
should we run for all of our fans? We're going to run 10 games of global.
Yeah, I'm down.
And we're going to see what our best score is, and we're going to keep track for future episodes. Well, if we
do Wordle.
If we go pure, then in our first global edition, then every time after that, it's going to be how many times out of 10 can we go pure?
Can we, before we do global, can we just run? I actually brought stuff to the podcast today, and
How long have we been going? The people know how
Well, we
long
can
we've
also-
been
Ever
going.
since I pulled Billy's nose hair, it's been hour 17.
Okay, well,
I mean,
let's pull one of your big things out.
well,
of there
actually,
then.
one thing I did want to say is we should definitely get pop filters whenever we can.
Yeah, we should get pop filters for sure. Well,
Like, you got something critical in there that you want to bring up?
I just think it would be cool to do something on this list.
I mean, we hit. All right, there. Just pull it all the way in. What does it matter?
I don't know. I just wanted to be on. We can do anything here. I wanted to do these.
All right,
can rate.
Can they see
Yeah,
this?
we can.
We can rate the what?
Yeah.
Can they see this?
All right,
No.
we're gonna
Yeah.
do a draft pick between a couple of songs here.
Well, it's a. You can rate them 1 to 10.
There's 10 songs.
I mean,
Yeah,
I guess the
1 being the best, 10 being the worst.
Okay, yeah.
It sucks that we
We're gonna
can't.
we're gonna draft these. We're gonna go one by one, and we're gonna do a snake draft. So Billy, you're gonna start. You're gonna pick your number one song on the
Oh
list.
fuck!
I'm gonna pick the next song that I think is worthy of being number 2. Then Dan's gonna go number 3. And then Dan's gonna go number 4. And then I'm gonna go number 5. Billy, you're gonna go 6 and 7. And then we're gonna go like that. So Billy, start us off out of this list. Let's just list off what we got going on here.
Yeah.
Just a Dream by Nelly. Down, Jay Sean, Miss Independent, Neo,
Yeah,
Mhm.
Neo.
Beautiful by Akon. What You Say, I almost thought that said What You Gay by Jason Derulo. Sexy Back, Justin Timberlake. These are classics. Don't Stop the Music, Rihanna. Club Can't Handle Me, Flo Rida. Almost read that as Florida.
Hmm.
OMG, Usher.
I mean,
And
it's-
then
it's-
Beautiful Girls, Sean Kingston. All right, Bill.
They're all roughly around the same era.
Yeah. I think this is a good snake draft. All right, let's see what we got here.
They'll start us off.
Billy, what are you putting at number 1?
Oh, my favorite song on this list.
Yeah.
Club Can't Handle Me
Oh wow.
by Florida. Yeah, by Florida. I know you guys
Okay.
can't see it, but it's spelled Florida right now.
Okay. All right.
Do you need to hear one of these? Any of these?
No.
Well, no, because I think it'd be weird if the music's playing, but
Let's
they can't hear it.
let's
That's
go
fair.
Beautiful by Akon.
Beautiful by Akon.
You think that's a number? That's above everything. Okay, that's
It's a good one. I like that one. What's one of my favorites, to be honest with you. Out of the list.
Like, I think that song.
Like you guys just took my top 2, but
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
no,
So,
but
you're
but I,
Jay-
but I
Jay
respect
Sean.
that. I respect that.
Down needs to be like number top 3. My bad.
Well, I'm sorry, but you're not the third pick.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the 4th. Or the 5th. You're the 6th.
So, ooh, I'm gonna go Sexy Back as 3.
Okay. I was in between
That
Sexy
was
Back and
The most
Beautiful.
unexpected choice by you, though, Dan.
I mean,
it
that's one
is-
of the most iconic songs.
And I might go Miss Independent as 4.
No.
All right.
I look. This is my pick.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Okay. All right, Max.
I am gonna go. Don't Stop the Music, Rihanna, number 5.
Good one.
That's
a good one.
crazy.
Please don't stop the music. Oh, say.
All right. I personally think that Down should be above.
Well, it's not that you believe it.
It's just that's what you're picking.
Is that what you're picking for
Yes.
6?
Yes.
All right, and you have 7 too.
Okay. Just a Dream.
All right.
Respect that.
I'm gonna go Beautiful Girl, Sean Kingston, as number 8.
Number 8.
Dan's got the last 2. You gonna go Jason Derulo with What You Say,
What you say?
or OMG by Usher? I think it's gotta be Jason Derulo.
No, it's Oh My God by Usher.
Did it
Baby.
again, so I'ma let the beat drop. Baby, let me love you now. Or what you say? Yeah. I'm going OMG by Usher as 9. OMG by Usher 9. I'm
Jason
going What You
Derulo,
Say
What
as
You
a
Say,
10.
10.
That's not a bad list,
That's
dude.
a pretty good list.
That's not a bad
Pretty
list.
good list.
Fuck with that. All right, let's go into global.
All right, we got a little bit of global coming up.
Globel, the Globel Peace Prize.
Hey, cool. So, do we start off with
Well,
Hold on.
first I need to get it.
set.
I
Let's
need
get
to
it set up here.
For some reason, it always picks a different window, which I don't appreciate at all. All right, let's transition you on. It's on it. You guys can't see it though. Let me. It's right there. You guys okay with that? Where that is?
Yeah, and we will go for the starting guest. We will go in order. So Billy, you can start us off.
Japan?
All right, Billy goes Japan.
If we explain to people what this is all about.
This game is essentially a globe where you guess countries, and based off of the
A heat
color
map.
of the country, the darker red it is, the closer you are to the country that it is. So currently we are 5,890 miles away from the correct country.
Yeah.
So it could be a bunch of different things here. 5,890 miles could get you all the way to
quite
the
a bit.
U.S.
Let's go
or
to Yemen.
I don't think that's 5,000 miles.
could.
How far was it from?
I think 5. Maybe
Colorado
it could
again?
be. I mean, it could be
Uh,
5,000.
No, should I give a guess here?
Yeah,
Give it
yeah,
Italy.
Max is hitting us with Italy. Can barely type.
Ah.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, 290 miles. I got us locked in
290
here.
miles.
Yeah, so I think either you're
That's
in
pretty close. It's
North
either on North
Africa?
Africa.
I say it's like
or-
Portugal or Spain.
Portugal seems a little far because Portugal's like just like
Yeah, I would
here.
say Portugal's definitely way too far. Spain's a little, almost maybe too close or too far, I would say. I don't know.
Greece.
You also do
No, Greece
Ireland.
is way too close. The
Mm,
gap
that's
between
like
Italy
50.
and Greece has got to be sub 50 miles.
Okay. I mean, what is it?
Tunisia is north.
Tunisia, yeah.
North Africa.
Could also be
I
Malta.
think it might be too close, though. Tunisia's farther, so it's not Northern Africa.
Okay.
You no, it wouldn't be Malta because closer.
Maybe give it like
Or it's like Germany.
you can try Germany.
We can try Germany. Yeah.
I don't know if it's 290 miles, but yeah.
No, that's too close.
Oh, interesting.
Hit it with a turkey. Huh.
What if it is Portugal? Spain. No, that'd be adjacent.
Wouldn't it be? I mean, France is adjacent, right? Isn't Monaco right there?
France
or
would be it could be
But-
Luxembourg.
Italy and Portugal are the two closest, so it's got to be somewhere in between. Germany's third.
Luxembourg is in between Spain and France, right?
Isn't there a small little thing between like
Monaco.
Yeah, Monaco? Isn't that one that's like right there between like
Could try Monaco.
Oh, that's way too close.
yeah, wait.
Luxembourg.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Oh,
No, that would all right.
between there, Switzerland.
So Monaco. Well, of
stupid?
course, Monaco's is
So Spain, France,
Spain, France.
Vatican.
No, it's not
because it would be
adjacent
like
to
it should be
Italy.
0.
It's not adjacent to Italy, so
What is in between Spain and France?
we always
Wasn't there a country
there
that
is
was right
one,
there?
Yeah, but it's like it's a name that I don't remember. But I would have thought no, because just think about it. Monaco would have been closer then, because Monaco borders France and Italy. So,
No.
How far is 250 miles, man?
Just knock out of Greece just to see if it's like Albania or some dumb shit.
Turkey would be closer though.
That's fair.
Turkey
Yeah.
would have been adjacent.
What's
I
in
mean,
what's in
is it-
between right there? No, it would have been
Germany,
adjacent.
France, Spain, Denmark. Is
What's
right
the
there.
island?
That's like the UK and Ireland.
No, not that island in the
Oh.
Med.
This island right here?
Malta?
No, not that island. The island that's up.
This one?
Yeah. So Tunisia would have.
We already did Tunisia.
What that island?
I don't think that's actually named.
I think that's part of France.
It very well could be.
It is part of France.
Oh god. Throw Spain out there so we know that it's that tiny ass little country. Yep.
Yep. That sucks.
God. The hell
All right,
is that?
chat. This is one of those moments where we
Between Spain and France.
Max, give us the first letter.
We should know this. Oh. A. First letter of it is A.
A.
Alfredo.
There is a Star Wars.
Alderaan.
There's a Star Wars show that sounds very similar.
Okay, so it's like
and-
Andor, but
And
So you're damn close.
Andalore.
No, I mean you have it, except for there's something after.
Andorra.
Yes.
Andorra, wow.
All right, so that was 14 guesses total.
That
Yeah.
sucks. All right, cool. Average guess is it's on 7.
Is this just taking our wins from the year? Games 1-6?
Well, what the hell?
Yeah, I think so.
What the hell counts as games won?
I don't know.
Because we always do practice after this.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. We always do practice after.
So yeah, it's probably keeping all the ones we've done.
All right.
All right, it's my guess. Let's
Yeah.
go Turkey. That's my tried and true.
Turkey.
Oh
my
Oh.
How far?
all
How
right.
far? How far?
It's adjacent,
Oh yeah, I'm retarded.
so it's
Yeah, that's a
it's-
tough one.
It's touching. Yeah, I know. This could go anywhere here. I
it
mean,
could be like Georgia or
could be
Greece.
over here. It could be down this way.
Is Armenia closer to the left? Closer to? I think so.
Let's go with Greece.
Gatis.
To Georgia. What is right there?
Iraq.
Iran. Oh,
Is that Iraq?
Pakistan. No,
No.
Iran.
Afghanistan. Oh shit! I was way off. Oh, it's something right there in the Baltic. That's
Just
not
knock
the,
out
that's
Armenia.
not the Baltics.
Syria.
No.
Yeah.
Really? Syria right there?
No, I guess Syria's right there.
Side there. Fuck, we started off so good.
Libya.
Do Armenia. There we go.
Oh, Armenia.
Damn, who would have thought?
I know someone who's Armenian.
Yeah, so do I. We know the same person probably.
Yeah.
'Cause we went to school with that person.
Yeah, all right.
Does his name start with an A?
Yeah.
Does his last name start with an A?
Yeah.
Yeah. Drives a nice car.
Yeah.
All of them do.
Dan, it's your guess.
Okay.
Game 3,
South Korea.
the motherland.
Oh, yikes.
Motherland.
That's 7,500. Okay.
Get it, Chile.
I kind of want to knock out a United States. Never mind. I don't think it would be.
Get in Italy.
They all like to make fun of you, but they never. Oh yeah, I guess that'd be
New Jersey?
Italy.
So
Mali.
2,000 miles.
Belarus.
Belarus is
Much
Less
closer.
than
No, do
2,000 miles.
Burkina Faso. Burkina
Foul.
Faso. Why do I keep saying Burkini? There we go.
Whoa.
Give me Gambia.
Do Ivory Coast or whatever it's called.
Cote d'Ivoire.
Cote d'Ivoire is adjacent. Like to be wrong. Oh, it is. It's on the other side.
Knock out a ooh.
Oh, buy one, two go.
Yeah. Buy one, two go.
Buy one, two go. That's gonna be our first shirt, by the way.
What?
Just a shirt it's just the country of two go that says buy one, two go.
Buy one, two go.
Billy.
Let's go with
6 actually. We all get 2.
let's go with a Cuba. Let's see how far.
Far.
Okay, it's not the-
7,000
about
miles. You gotta
7,000.
go about to the other side of the globe.
what like a
Shit, maybe like a Turkmenistan.
yeah. Might want to hit a nice turkey.
Which one are you?
Turkmenistan.
Yeah, hit Turkmenistan.
7,000 miles away. How far are we?
We are
Probably about 3,000.
Do Turkey.
Turkey is not 3,490 miles away.
Well, no, sorry, my bad. I just come to see if it would get warmer or not.
I think we're in Africa, boys.
yeah.
South Africa.
How far are we from there?
Angola.
325.
Oh, okay. We're right there then. Jason, Botswana.
It starts with an N. Namibia. Namibia?
Namibia.
Namibia? Yeah, whatever. Okay.
Fuck.
So it's in the middle part right there.
Stuck in
Yeah.
there.
Damn. We're normally pretty good. What?
Lithuania.
Oh, my bad.
You're trying to say like Lithosos?
I
The fuck
don't know
did you
why
get to
I put.
Lithuania?
Dude, I don't know
Oh, like,
why
I
I
know an
put
African
it.
country,
I had
Lithuania.
no
This
idea.
dude's trying to
why.
fuck up our KD.
Yeah, Lithuania. That is. It just popped in my
It's
head and
not
I
like
typed it out.
Mozambique is like lower
Give it a
east coast.
Mozambique.
No, it's definitely like okay, fine. Yeah, type it in. Okay.
You thought it was west of where we were at. Guys, this is a big one.
Yeah, how are we messing this up?
Did we do Zimbabwe?
Yeah, this is Zimbabwe.
Holy shit.
Dang, dude.
Zambia?
Oh, okay, cool.
Zambia.
All right, I'm on my first guess here. Let me go pure. Come on, closing the eyeballs, thinking about where it's going to be on this map.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Give me a Poland. About 3,000. Yeah.
Ethel.
Maybe in India.
I think we might be hitting Africa.
I think we were back in Africa as well.
It was like how far from Sudan?
360.
360. Give me a Somalia. Give me a
You said-
Somalia.
Somalia. They said, give me Amalia.
Scroll down. I'd like to see how far away Somalia is.
360.
360.
I'd almost
Still
go with
Sudan.
like
Still Sudan. Give me a Rwanda. Farther, I think.
no, it's actually closer. There we
Fuck, it's
go.
adjacent.
It
Where's
is.
Chad?
It's more upwards. I think it's like to the left of. I was gonna throw out like a Congo.
Oh yeah, give us dem rep of
Oh.
Doggo.
Dem rep of Doggo. Let's get it.
Oh shit.
You already did Rwanda.
Yeah, it's on
So it's like
it's on the east side of Dem Rep of Congo. Above Rwanda. I think these are war-torn areas, boys. Think of history. A little bit farther up.
Where is Central Africa? Remember that?
Oh shit! No way. It's Central Africa. Central Africa.
Okay, cool. I was like, I forgot that, and I was like, it's so,
Malawi. Yeah, Malawi.
I mean, I'm drawing a blank.
Let's just start filling.
Yeah,
filling
let's
shit.
fill her up.
It's not like Ghana. No,
I think Niger's higher up.
Ghana and Nigeria are like right here. Or Niger and Nigeria right here.
There's a large lake. We know more of Africa than this.
we
Yeah,
should.
no, we definitely do.
We've
I think it's
actually
stage fright.
we've gone around this lake too before.
I was on like do Kenya.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's adjacent.
Cameroon's like west coast underneath
Mm-hmm.
Burkina Faso. Not Rwanda. Weren't they at war with Rwanda or something like that?
This is something that we should know, guys.
Okay. Letter.
You.
Oh.
Uganda. That's crazy.
Damn it.
Shit. I think we would have
Alright,
originally got
So
to.
we have taken 2 assists during this
We suck.
during this 6-game session.
Whatever happened to us going like really like in the beginning stages we were pure.
Oh yeah, we were. We honestly guessed it like 3 times in one
I
Back when,
will
we,
day.
say
back when we
that-
were doing like the time tests.
I will
Yeah.
say normally we go for about an hour and a half playing this game, so towards the end we know every country on earth.
Yeah, that's fair.
So this is better test though. We only have 6 times at it every episode.
Yeah. Wait, so how much more we got?
Just Dan.
North Macedonia.
You feeling it?
Oh my god, dude. I've been off this whole time.
6,000 miles. I mean, that could be a North Korea.
The furthest we've seen so far is around like 7,000 miles.
Ooh. I think we just found the furthest.
Yeah,
That's,
we
that's,
definitely
that's
found the
ice
furthest.
white.
I think
I-
we might be hitting like a Portugal or sorry, I'm retarded, stupid.
0 miles. is
Peru?
adjacent.
Is Argentina bordering that?
That's up to you to
Yes.
decide.
It does border it. Peru?
I think it's Peru.
It's our
Easy
best, it's
money.
the best one.
So what? That was 5 guesses. That was our
5
best
guesses.
one. All right. Well, we got to beat 5 guesses on our next podcast, everyone.
Yep.
You need to tune in next week and listen to the entire episode to get to the end.
Yeah, I think we
Part
did,
of this.
I think we did a good job. This was nice.
Yeah, this was nice, everyone. We're glad that you
Yep.
were here to
Yep.
be a part of the
First.
Yeah, that's what I'm
inaugural
saying.
Vocal Lube Podcast presented by Jetstream Studios.
And what is
Ooh.
Jetstream Studios?
What is Jetstream Studios?
Yeah.
That's
Who are they?
our parent company.
It is our parent company. It's Jetstream Studios.
We should wait for this to do its thing.
I mean, that could be
5 minutes from now.
Yeah, well, we're not waiting for that, everyone. We're really happy that you all were here for this, and we are going to continue absolute nonsense.
Here we go.
All
I'll
right,
start
guys.
up. There's
Max has
wrong
put
one.
on his headset, so we are good now.
And let's start recording.
Welcome to the end. Appreciate it, everyone. Hope you have a great rest of your
Hold on,
week.
Hold on.
If you
There we go.
are in your car,
There we go.
I'd like you to stand up.
If
I don't care if you're driving.
you're
or not.
driving down the freeway, get the fuck up. Stand the fuck up.
If it's 7 a.m. and you're on your way to work, you know how you don't go to work? you stand the fuck up
If it's raining outside, put the top down.
I don't know where these
and
people are getting
stand
this
the
from.
fuck up. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate it. We will see you next week
Yep.
Yeah,
on the
buddy.
Vocal Lube Podcast.
You guys have a good one. I need
Hasta
to make myself
mañana.
a peanut butter jelly sandwich.